back to the dark side of plastics and alive, where I'm building the Heller Citroen C4 Splendid Hotel. I apologise for being a minute or two late. I just had to deal with some family stuff. But yeah, I'm here now, so it counts. So last time I didn't really get to do much other than painting the wheels. So I'm hoping today, keeping my fingers crossed, that I can get a bit more done. Willow is running around like a headless chicken. I don't know if you heard her. I don't know what's up with her tonight. But yeah. So we already have a few people in. I'll pop the link in chat if anyone would like to join me. And then I'll see if I can pin it as well. And just switch over. I'll pause that because I do not want to hear my own voice. There we go. So the link is now pinned if anyone would like to join me on panel. Now I'll just pause that. And we'll start in our chat. So Paul Christopher was in. He says, good evening, fellow modelers. Good evening, Paul. Thank you for joining. And David Markey is it. Says, evening, Tiffany. And evening, folks. Good evening, David. Positive Christopher says, hello, Tiffany. Just a couple of hellos to each other. And Bob is in. And he says, good evening, everyone. Some more hellos. David of the Valleys is in. He says, evening all. Good evening, David. And we just have some hellos to each other. And like I said, there is the link if anyone would like to join me on panel. I have 5 spaces. You do not have to have your camera on. But some company would be nice. So, how has everyone's week and weekend gone? Just while begin. So I need to get. Oh, I managed to get the exhaust painted last week as well. So my job for today is to get that one. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on this. There we go. My job today is to get that on, to get the rear axle. The leaf springs, and I believe that's the camshaft. I'm learning my car parts. I am learning my car parts. Bear with me, I'll just reply to this message. Before I do that, we have Ian in. He says, good evening, Tiff and Willow. Good evening, Ian. Willow, get out the bag. And Adam is in. He says, hello, pretties. Hello, Adam. You are welcome to join me. Yes, he is, Willow. Yes. I know. Sorry, I'm like this all the time with her. So yeah. Oh, and there she is. Yeah. Right, you're not parking your backside where I need to do my work. Go on. Right. So, first job. Oh, cat hair all over the bloody place, man. Yeah, first job is to get the exhaust on. So I managed to get the engine in last time. So it's just a case of popping this in. Just pop that to one side and get my glue out. What do we have? We just have some people saying hello to each other. And Bob is saying, well, I have discovered that I need to be more careful with wood glue. I managed to glue the clamping pegs to my new paint rack. Oh, Bob. To be fair, for mine, which I picked up today, by the way, I did pick that up from Mum's today. I'll just be using a bit of PVA or a bit of Yoo-Hoo. Yoo-Hoo works very well. Ian says, I, for one, am laughing at Willow's chatting. She is funny, but she is also a nuisance. And we have Fenris in. He says, hey everyone from across the pond. Hello. People just saying hello. AJ is in. He says hello. Darren is in. He says hello. AJ says wood glue. David saying hello to AJ. And AJ says use hot water to melt wood glue. Ooh. There you go. Bob, something to try. Something to try. Right. Just put my phone there. Let's see. I have to bring this closer, I think. Pop the wheels to one side. And Adam says, I've legit just finished an 8-hour bench stint. You could have waited a little bit longer to start, and then you could have joined me. But I'll forgive you. We need to sort out when we're going to start building those Porsches. I'm hoping to be out of here in the next, well, middle of next month. Right, let's see. So it looks like this bit here attaches to there, and this bit goes up here. It may have been worth me. Right, does this go before or after? Or does it go in? I'm going to say there. Or maybe. Nope. My word. Get in there. Where is my tweezers? Right, so it goes up in that bit there. I believe there's actually some flash I haven't cleaned off this, but it should be okay. Right. Glue. Oh. Right. A little bit of glue just fixing this one in place. Oh, crumbs, I've got glue all over me. Bloody. I'll move that over here. Right, and then it's just a case of popping that there. And trying to get some glue in there. Should probably glued it before I put the engine in, but never mind. There we go. Just a case of waiting for that to set now. Just pop it on its side like that. Okay. AJ saying I've uploaded a couple of videos today, but can't be bothered to edit a 30-minute gunplay speed build. What I'll do then, AJ, is I will pop a link up to your channel so people can go and have a paste, have a peek. So that link there that just popped in is AJ's channel. Okay, and then so I am just going to skip people saying hello to each other just because it makes the chat more streamlined and means I don't have to sit through so and so said hello, so and so said hello. So Adam says, I'll let you know in terms of job so we can figure it out. Got a couple of interviews in the week. I'm guessing the ones you had not last week or the week, but the week before maybe didn't pan out right. Ian is saying it feels like 4 months since he sat and did any model making. Bob is saying, yes, AJ, I bought a build-it-yourself rack for Vallejo droppers made from MDF or a harder version. Used aliphatic resin as glue. Never heard of that. And Adam says, and hello to all who said hello. Currently making grub, so I don't want to miss anyone. And AJ says, resin, not glue. Now that's a very big problem. Heat may still work. Heat can help loosen resin. And Adam says, and I do not recommend this Ilaria Apache longbow unless you want to spend 2 hours carving to fix the fit. Now, I think, is that the AH64D? I want to get the Tacom kit. I know Larry do one, but I think the Tacom kit is a different scale. It's a bigger scale. Like it makes a bigger version of it. Bob is saying, AJ, small hammer than sandpaper. Hello, miracle. Fair enough. And yep, there is the link to AJ's channel for anyone so people can check out his videos that he's uploaded. And he says, I built a 12mm SDKFZ model today, which didn't have instructions. Yes, I built the first one wrong. That is where ScaleMate comes in handy. Oh, and Adam says, give me 5 minutes and I'll do links and such. Thank you very much, Adam. And Adam says, just waiting to hear back, rather have options. Yep, fair enough. And Ian says, that's one of the reasons I hate Italeri, Revel or Academy, Adam. And Adam says, get the Tacom. The tail fit was too large on one, too small on the other, and the curve didn't even match. Yeah, it's something I'm going to have to save up for. Because it's about 80 quid. So yeah. Bob is saying, can I upset a tiff? That camshaft is a propeller shaft, commonly shortened to prop shaft, or as the Aussies say, tail shaft. Fair enough. And that is a lot of shafts in one sentence. But as far as I'm aware with car parts and stuff, most people would refer to that as a camshaft, I believe. I'll tell you what, guys. Bear with me a second. I'm just going to go and grab a drink. You've got a drink. You. Move. I'm going to stand on you. You're rolling around on the floor. Okay. Hey, she picks the daftest places to roll around on. She really does. And tonight's drink of choice, Copperberg strawberry and lime. Thank you, Mum. Oh, and I was just gifted a membership to Moz's channel. Cool. Well, thank you, whoever gifted a membership. Right. There we go. Drive shaft. Camshaft is found inside the engine. Okay, fair enough. At least I know there's a camshaft there somewhere. Yep, camshafts are inside the engine. Yeah. Fenris is saying, I spent all Saturday doing sculptor mould on the layout, and now back to painting the Warhammer buildings. Awesome. Yeah, Darren says drive a prop shaft. Okay. I'm still learning. Still learning. Right, I'm going to pop the lid back on my paint. Take a drink. Oh, it's been a while since I've had an alcoholic beverage. Right. So, if I can get these other bits. And I do apologise, I have a very squeaky chair. So, AJ's saying he spent all Saturday driving back from Great Yarmouth, an 8-hour drive. Jesus. That's literally like you can go from one end of the country to the other in that. Well, close to anyway. Okay, so where's my snips? I need that one. 26, 27, 28. And 37 and 38. Okay. And these are all to be painted the same colour, which is gloss black. So I will open my box of goodies from Bob. I will eventually give that to Willow. It's just, you know, trying to sort stuff out and pack. Still packing stuff, and she'll get it eventually. Right, gloss black. There we go. I knew there was one in that. AJ saying, Tiff, I drove from the far eastern point to Birmingham, then down to Somerset. And Darren saying, yeah, but 2 hours of that is just trying to get out of Norfolk. There's no fucking way. Sorry, I had to. Matthew Ward is in. He says, good evening, Tiff and chat. Good evening. AJ saying, Darren, nope, good traffic, only 1 hour. Darren saying you did well. And AJ saying, very, very well. It's 60 miles an hour. Wow. Right. So yeah, these bits are all getting painted gloss black. And then we can get it attached to the car. Okay, so, oh, I did make a purchase too. I bought some new paintbrushes, some proper precision ones, and then just some general sort of cheapy brushes, which I don't need at the moment. I'm just going to use some of the ones that I've already got in this glass, because I'm doing any detail work, so just a normal brush will do. Just go for this one. And yes, the glass is broken. That's why it gets used to all my paintbrushes for now. Okay. And I'm just going to paint these on the bits of sprue that they're on. whilst these are drying, I can work on the next step, see what needs to be painted in that. Just people saying hello, and Darren saying yeah, but the roads ain't great over here. No, they're really not. I think I went to the house yesterday just to move stuff around and get ready for the next load of stuff to be taken over. Because when we took everything over last time, we just put it all in the living room. So I cleared out, sort of cleaned up the back bedroom a little bit. What is going to be the studio, like office kind of area, and yeah, started moving boxes up there. My uncle says he is going to borrow a van from a friend at work, and when I was getting there, he there are markings all over the road, and there was a letter through the door to say that they're going to be doing some roadworks and putting speed bumps in place, like the cushion type ones. And 2 of them are right outside the house. But there's also a lot of markings for potholes and stuff. So AJ's saying I brought 3 pots of Vallejo primer, army painter speed paint pens, and Val's matte varnish. Cool. And he says, oh, one win today. I got the temp rechargeable airbrush to work. Oh, the Temu. He says, Darren, yours are better than down here, the present. Darren says that's saying something. Bob is saying, more automobile terminology for Tiff. The springs are actually the shock absorbers. What everyone calls shocks are dampers. The C4 uses friction dampers, parts 37 and 38. So those 2 little V-shaped things I've just painted. Cool. And Snowy is saying, speaking of brushes, I've had to break out my Artist Opus 00 and 000 for painting the detail work on the buildings. So not fun, too small. Yeah, I've got there's a 000 and 00s and O's. In fact, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5O brush there as well. So super tiny. Oh dear. Sorry, that would be my empty can from before. Almost falling over. Not alcohol can, that's just a Fanta can. I'm doing a little bit of cleaning of my desk. Desperate for it. Put some music on in the background. Oh, AJ says, if you're modelling classics and are near GT Yarmouth, is it Caister Car Collection is a nice visit to the amount of very classic cars. Up here in the northeast, we have a classics car show every year. It's free. It's normally they normally get parked in like the town centre of one of the towns around here. I haven't seen it on yet. I might have missed it this year, but they also do one like in sort of halls, not halls, like parks and stuff. In Darnison, yeah, it's a nice museum. I believe the Transport Museum up in Glasgow also has some nice cars. I've been there once, but apparently they've updated their collection since I went. Bob is saying for classic cars, I go to my drive. Yes, you have a collection of classic cars. Well, you just have a collection of cars in general. Oh, Skippers is in. This is evening all. Good evening, Skippers. How are you doing? How are your little shrines coming along? And AJ says 4 more years and my 2011 will be a classic. Oh jeez. I think this paintbrush is on its way out. It is fraying like nobody's business. Yeah. That one's out. Let's have a look. What else have I got? Let's see what this one's like. It's not bad. I suppose. It's better than the other one. James is saying my shrines are okay, Tar, and God just thought out a flush of oil cans and oiled. I know you had like some oil cans and stuff that you were wanting to sort of make crates for. Darren is saying hi to James. The link is pinned. If you're in the mood to join me, James. James is saying hi to Darren. Bob is saying 3 more years for a 100-year-old car. Awfully drafty. Or rowdy. They weren't clean on windows back then, or doors for that matter. And James is saying tar tippers, but I'm 2 points in and that may not be a good idea. I've started in on a kind of side of myself, James. Don't worry about it. And AJ says another 10 years for the first electric car. And the first electric car will turn 100. Wow. And it just forget that the British electric car was 1903, not 35. Ah, so the oldest electric car is already 100. Yeah. And Darren is saying 100 years of electric cars and the batteries are still rubbish. Yeah. My uncle had an electric car and he traded it in for a petrol car because he was just sick of it. Which prefers the petrol car we've got now? A second. I shouldn't sit on my foot. It's going numb. Did you say, Bob? Yeah, but then the speed limit was 35 miles an hour because they were very suffocating. Okay. David and Darren said a lot of people. And Snowy saying, oh, Tiff, to give you all an idea of the buildings I'm painting, they are 1/60th scale. Yeah, I remember it was, whose life was it? You were painting one of the buildings. Yeah, that thing was small. AJ says, lol, I'm painting one that's 1/44 scale. Yeah. I like 125 is my go-to, 124 to 125. Sorry, my belly is hanging over. But I would like to try painting something a bit bigger. I'll save up and I think I might get one of the part works that's out there. I am tempted by the Dodge Charger, the fan horn one, if it is still there. I have heard the Skyline is not a great one to build. And I've heard that from someone who's actually built it. He says the Dodge Charger one is really good because he's built that one. He hasn't built the Supra from Fan Home. So he's not too sure on that one. But yeah, just I want to try building one thing that is a bit bigger than this scale. And somebody's saying, AJ, I've done a 1 to 144 scale at. Cool. And AJ said, Tiff, try Gundam. 1/144 scale or less than £20 with lots of flat areas. Yeah, I have been tempted. We'll have to see. Right. I'm just going to pop them aside for now. Oh, okay. So the next part looks like I sort of building from the front of it. So I need to be painting the dash and got it at the front, and then with the windscreen and stuff. It gives you like a little thing of which bits are where. Just so you know. That's cool. Gives you the position and stuff, which is good. Otherwise I'd not know. Handy. Very handy. So in that case, I need... There are some decals to go on the dash as well, by the looks of it. So it looks like before all the detail bits are painted on it, it is the same colour as these bits, which is gloss black. So I'll get that bit painted. I have to get rid of this brush. The bristles are feeling a bit plastic at the end. I think I've just had my brushes for way too long. And some of these. I mean, this is an Airfix one, so a Umbro one. So I don't know why it's like this. I know this bit isn't going to be seen, but my mind will be like, you've missed a bit. So, what has everyone got planned for next week? I myself, tomorrow, I will, I'll be going to Mum's. Nothing Tuesday or Wednesday, but Mum's on Thursday. Friday, I have another stream. And nothing Saturday, and then streaming again. I have a very boring life. Good. No, wrong one. AJ says don't paint the area that will be glued, as the joints will always break at the paint layers, not the plastic. Yeah, I've left, from the looks of it, when it goes in, this top bit here will be what's glued. What I'll probably do is I might even get rid of the primer and just scrape that away. And I've I've just painted that bit, and I need to paint this little bit underneath because there's not going to be anything stuck to that. No. I'm not painting the other edges either. There we go. Oh, what's it? He says Airfix and Humboldt paper brushes are not great. Yeah, I have a few and they're alright. It's just that one. You see, that one's brand new, not being used. And the bristles do not feel like plastic at all. They're quite nice, some ones. I don't like to use them all at once and keep a few by. He says he has work. Darren says he'll be working. And Rich is in. He says, seeing my mum tomorrow as well. Cool. And Athol is in. He says, evening Tiff, Darren, AJ, William, which is Snowy, David, and whoever else I've so far missed. And we just have people saying hello to each other. And Sprue goes in. Says, hi Tiff. Hello Sprue. How are you? Right. Anything else that I need to paint? But this black, at least. No. Okay. So I'm going to go back to this bit and get this all of the undercarriage bit assembled. So this bit. What's that? Okay, so I'll not start with that bit. Start with this bit. Break this off there. Where did I put my snips? God damn it. They cannot have gone far. Unless you just had them. Oh, there they are. And then I'll just top up the paint of where I've snipped it off after I've laid it in. Just clean that up a little bit. Where's my craft knife? Good. I'll pop a bit up with paint in a second. Oh wow, chat has jumped. Yep, just a lot of people saying hello to each other. And GM is in. He says, hello people, sorry I'm late in. Still on another country's time zone. Oops. I'm guessing he's still on Aussie time. AJ saying in one of the videos I uploaded, I lost my snips a few times. It happens. I thought they might have been under here, or I normally have them sort of like, I have like that glass full of brushes, and then I also have a cup full of brushes. I need to get a brush holder. And they usually sat resting on one of the sides of either the cup or the mug, the cup or the glass. And Adam says the brushes I use are from Rosemary & Co. I have a few synthetics, then 5 Kolinsky sables. I just buy the sort of cheap brushes, like synthetic brushes. You get like 10, sometimes more, for about 2-3 quid. These ones that I bought were from Temu. Cost me £1 for those ones, and I think £1.50 for these precision sort of proper ones. It wasn't too bad. Right, so looking at it, this goes in through here and goes into that. Oh, there's probably a bit of glue in that. Oh, my screen's going to shut off. Downside of using TVs as PC monitors. There we go. To be fair, it wouldn't have been that bad. It was just the monitor that I use OBS on. Right. Bit of glue on that. Just don't want to spill. Thankfully, where I spilled before is completely dried and not stuck the pages together. Okay, so we have that in there. Oh, steak. I'll just keep a hold of that for a second. What I'll do is I'll go through chat. Yep, just hello, James says hello guys, hello. I watched that video Terry did of those pictures he sent, and my word, kind of makes me want to build a P-51D, and I don't do aircraft. AJ says, I just bought a cheap set from Amazon and managed to lose one in the first week. Yeah. Bob says, hail Jim. And AJ says, Tiff, normally you can deactivate the timeout on monitors and TVs separately to a computer. Yeah, I've tried doing that. I don't know, like it does say not timeout, and so I think it's still timing out. So it's an old TV, it's an old Alba. I think it got pulled from a caravan. So yeah, it's an old screen. It's one of 3 that I use, so I can replace it quite easily. GM is saying, Tiff, just watched Terry's photographs compilation of my aircraft rebuild. He has done an excellent job of untangling the emails. Volume, you have to shout now. Is my volume an issue? Or are you talking about someone else? And AJ saying, Alba, wow, really good. Yes, it's very old. It's a very old TV. It was a TV I believe this one was actually given to me by my other half. And he used to use it as a PC monitor. And then he upgraded. And that was actually my first monitor. So when I started with this PC, I only had 1 screen. Now I have 3. I've got this one, I've got 1 there, and 1 on that side. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave that there for a second. What's that? Okay. And Jim is saying, Tiff, haha, Terry's volume was around 11. Ah, okay. AJ saying, my last Alba was 14 inches with a VHS player. I believe this one, is it this one that has a DVD player, or is it a different one? It might be a different one. But I'm sure one of them has a DVD player. It's not this one, this one's a Bush one. That one's Techwood, and that one's Alba. And Doug is in. He says, hi Tiffany. Hi everyone. Hello Doug, welcome in. How are you doing? Okay. So, now that I've got that in, I'm going to try and get this in. Okay, so I think they might have molded this wrong. Maybe, not 100%. No? Is that just what is going on? No? It looks like that keeps it. Okay. Ignore me. Okay. Danny's in, hi Doug. So, Richard's saying, question for the PC user, how you need more than 1 screen. So, for me, when I'm streaming, I have StreamYard on my main screen, so right in front of me, my main screen. I then have YouTube open on that screen, so I can keep an eye on YouTube chat, any kind of moderation or anything like that. And then for streaming, I use a service called OBS, which means that I can sort of flip between screens and stuff like that, and that goes onto that screen on that side. So I tell you what I will do. Here we go. So there you go, you can see I have StreamYard, OBS, yes, there is a collection of cans that's been throughout the day, and YouTube open on that one. And then I have like my sort of keyboard there, there's my mic, and then underneath my desk in the foot sort of like thingy is my my PC tower. Got my house phone and my internet box just there. So yeah, I do use a lot of screens, but sometimes they're necessary. So when my other half used to do his sort of DJ mixing and stuff like that, he actually has 5 screens, and that's because he needs one to capture his background. He needed one for OBS, one for his virtual DJ, one for his files, and something else, and I can't remember what it was. So he uses a lot more screens. Oh well. GM is saying, Mr. Bobby, hail Lisa. Can send you Terry's link if you don't have it. I think Bob has been in Terry's before. I'm not too sure. Adam, if you're still around, would you mind putting a link into Terry's channel, please? People just saying hello to each other. AJ says 1 screen for work, 1 screen for reference, and an iPhone and iPad for checking notes. Jim is saying, unseen or rich, I use 4 large screens at my TV network. You really need lots of info to hand. Yeah. Bob is saying, I don't have it, so any more info is useful. Thanks. Yeah. Jim is saying, will do, Bobby. And Bob said, thank you. AJ says, a big problem with lots of screens is that it is even easier to lose the damn mouse cursor. Now there is a special way of doing it. So like if I have my mouse at the top of this screen and I go straight across, it goes straight onto the next screen right at the top. So they do actually match up. It's something in your settings that you use to do that. For some reason that is going crazy. There we go. Joe is saying, hi all, I made it home. 2 slices of pizza in front of me and lots of plastic and glue on the screen. Yes. Not much getting done again today, but it's fine. And Adam has popped in Terry's link. Thank you. Rich is saying, cool, now I understand. I was always puzzled why. Yeah, so it's mainly to do with like the sort of programs you're using, and sort of like if I need to, sort of like on that screen I can have YouTube, but I can also have like I can use it to do any like research like Google and stuff like that in another tab. And Bob is saying, have I been in Terry's? I don't even know what he does. He does the same thing as me. He's building a 1/350th Bismarck at the moment, and he's actually making it remote controlled and able to go into water. And he has done the King George V in the same way. Some more hellos. And Jim is saying Terry will do a repeat on his Tuesday stream. Fair enough. And with the same for me. No worries, dude. Happy to help. Happy to help. Right, let's get these trimmed up. Cleaned up. So that's number 27. I don't want to lose which number is which. That one is number 28. Okay. In fact, I could just do this. Just put them beside. And I've got that one. And that one. Okay. AJ saying all that while taking the pace of the phenomenal work on the Yamato. Yeah. Yeah, what is it Dave Mack is doing on that Yamato is incredible. And Jameson, Bobby beware, Mr. T is a live one. Yep. And David is saying Terry will be on tomorrow night at 6:30. I believe Mondays is one of his members only streams, so double check. Oh shoot, didn't want to do that. I don't want to close down YouTube, thanks. Let's unlock little history. Live. Oh no, it says oh, hang on. So there's no stream set for tomorrow yet, but there is one set for the 9th, Tuesday at 6:30. Yeah. And AJ saying yes, members only Monday, public on Tuesday. David saying make that Tuesday night. Darren is saying only screen I've got is on my phone. And Terry is actually in here. He says been lurking. Hi all. Hello Terry. Yep, people just say hello Terry. And Terry says Mondays members only 5 PM. Yes, you haven't set it up yet. From what I can see. Maybe you have. No. Okay. And Gemma said, it's himself run. Lol. You're welcome to join if you're at the bench. If you're not, that's fine. Harry. Just people saying hello to Mr. T. Okay, so just right, so let's have a look. Turn that way. So we need parameters there. That's number 27. And that, okay. That's that way. Before I got it wrong. There's Mark Highs and Terry said, hi, and hi. And AJ saying, Tiff, is that a new palette or have you found the secret to cleaning them? What I do, this is an old palette. What I do is I just wait for the paint to completely dry out. Then I've got nails. Not a lot of you guys will, but I just use my nail and just literally just scrape off the dry paint, which I will actually be able to do with this one. Just bear with me. Because that red is dry. That's what I used to paint the wheels last week. Right, or this side. And then Make sure that's the right way. Oh, shoot. Yeah, make sure that's the right way. Let's put that in there. And now we'll glue the other one to the other side. Make sure that's straight. No. Oh no. And there we go. Okay. So yeah. So all I do is just use my nail and just. Sometimes it peels easy. I find the belay hole ones are easier to clean out. And they just sort of sometimes satisfyingly peel. That little bit. Yeah. Right, get this one up. Should probably use contactor for this. It'll be fine. Okay, and then make sure that's on the same way. My word. Stay in place, asshole. Nope, that is the wrong way. God damn it. Okay. They're in. That's just gonna sit there for now. They're a little bit skewy. There we go. Bob was saying, no good video glitching, reboot in order. No worries. Jim is saying, Mr. T, looks like these folk have seen your most interesting post then. Doug is saying, is that a Ford truck you're building, Tiffany? No. Just. This is the Citroen C4 Splendid Hotel from Heller, kindly gifted by Bob. This was used to transport the wealthy to and from sort of like there is actually a place called the Splendid Hotel. So yeah, this car was used to transport wealthy people to and from the train station. I don't know whether it has a bit of a history in here. Not much. So they're saying this model depicts the type of vehicles commonly used in the 20s and 30s by high-end establishments to carry their wealthy clients between train station and hotels. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, I also have another kit of the Splendid Hotel, but that has the hotel in it as well, the diorama kit, and then it has another Splendid Hotel car, and is it the Trafal, little tiny sort of blue car. I would get it, but it's in the cupboard and I never bothered. Yeah, AJ's saying the paint on mine doesn't come off. Oh. AJ's saying Doug, a Citroen something, I believe. Yep. Snowy is saying what joint tip, but internet is spotty right now. But new internet provider will be installed tomorrow morning, so should be good next weekend. No worries. I know you are having issues. Fingers crossed this new internet will be better. Doug is saying okay. I just saw swoopy fenders leading to step boards. Yeah. Really nice. And honestly, it's a really nice kit as well. Doug is saying, I see, very interesting. Yeah. And GM is saying, I nearly said most wanted. Phew, nearly. Well, nearly. Right, these should be setting off now. I don't want to risk it actually. I want to leave that to dry a bit more before I add anything else onto it. Okay. Pop them aside. Pop these pieces aside as well. I just pop this in the bin. And pop that in the bin. I do actually have like a little bag sort of next to me for pieces. And what I'll do is whilst I'm waiting for that to dry, I will do a bit more work on the dashboard. So, colour 33, which I believe is a silver. Just check the front, 33. Oh, matte black. Okay, so gloss black, matte black, and then 56. 56 is, and it says aluminum metallic, so aluminium. Aluminium metallic. Okay, so I need. Oh, don't want to lose those bits. Okay. So matte black and that's not a steel. Of course, there's a blue, so we can put that one. Aluminium metallic. Tell you what I'll do. I forgot to write down which one was which, but I do have my AK pen, which will come in handy. Oh, making models is in. He says, "Hey folks, hello, welcome in." Jameson, oi Tiff, sounds a bit like your music is running backwards. Does that mean it gets better then? Just asking for a friend. No, it's just on a loop. That's all. And AJ saying, random gunpla fact: the sprues are round and the same diameter as the 5mm connecting sockets and holes, so that the spurs can be used for kit bashing. Oh, cool. Right, so that's the gloss black. This is just hopefully like a flat black. And I'm where is it? There we go. I have this very, very tiny brush which I will use. I like to paint these very, very tiny dots on there. So they are marked instead of dots. Those. You just got people saying hello. I'll just get to the chat in a second. Yeah, people saying hello to making models, and AJ saying, "Ooh, Citadel." I am not using any Citadel, dude. It's Vallejo that I'm using, and then I have my AK pen as well. So yeah. So what I'll do, so I've done those little dots there. I'm gonna use this pen to paint in this circle here. The big box. The link is pinned if anyone would like to join. Oh, this! No, I was gifted this. I got this in like a massive. Sorry, I saw your comment there. People just said, "Oh, yeah." I got a bunch of these paintbrushes given by someone who gave up his hobby. These are very, very old ones. Yeah, it, like I said, it's just something that was given to me, and I just use it because it's very, very fine. That is the only reason. I mean, I got some of the new white ones in my subscription when I did the thingy. This is one of the small dry brushes. Brand new, never been used. Yeah, like I said, that was just gifted to me. I don't tend to use the Games Workshop ones. I just prefer the cheap ones. So Bob says back in time 56. Oh, we have a pop. There's David. Hello, David.
Hello. I thought somebody else would be in by now, but.
Bob says back in time 56, aluminum Vallejo equivalent 993 info for TIFF. Okay, 993. Oh, which one? That's 997. 863. Bob, there isn't a 993 in here. We have 997. So, yeah, there's 997. 863. These are just the metallic links on natural steel, which is 864. So did you mean the 997? I have a feeling it's probably the 997. I should actually have a look at the email. Although I have it written down, I just can't remember which book I wrote it in. Might be this one actually. Oh, look at that.
What was the number? Was it 72? 997?
It was number 56. So 56. It's aluminium 56. $864. It says 864. Okay. Which is, yeah, it's shown as the natural steel. 864.
That one I haven't got, I don't think.
Not to worry. I've got my pen, my AK pen. I'll use this one for this one, and then I'll use those paints for the next ones I do. I've got to tidy it up a little bit. Right, let's go. So AJ saying Citadel Games Workshop was a company stole from Peter Jackson and Ian Livingston. I have no idea, dude. And Stephen Haynes is in. He says, hi, Tiff. Hello. We just have a lot of people saying hello to each other. Lots and lots of hellos. Oh, my word, it did jump a little bit. And Maker Models, I think that's Carl, says, I think the white ones are synthetic, but they are indeed, yeah. Bob is saying, ooh, Stephen, put me in a red box. Darren is saying, I'm really liking the SMS brushes I got for the 48 and 48 auction this year. I've never tried them. I did get my 48 and 48 auction lot though, with a few little extras because Skiffins forgot to send them out for about 2 months. But it's fine. AJ saying I need to build a paint rack for the AP Vallejo paints that also shakes them. Oh, paint rack that shakes the paints. I do need to get a paint shaker. I'm just going to get a nail varnish shaker because they're cheap, cheerful, and also work. You get anything that's sort of related or aimed at modelling, and the price just goes up. More hellos. GM is in Mr. Stephen H. Hello there. Hang on. With cat hair in my gob. Yeah, I haven't seen before. You probably know a lot more than me. Yeah. Obviously, aha. Your list you send has 864 as 56. So 864, which was the natural steel. Yeah. 997 is 11 silver. I found another list which gave 993 is equivalent to 56. So I use the app on my phone, which is what gave me that one. So I use the Hobby Color Converter app on my phone. Damn cat hair all over me. Honestly. He says they're all metally colours, so not much difference, I suspect. Yeah, probably not. Adam is saying I use an app from my paints and schemes because OCD. Yeah. And James said, Bobby, they're the bus numbers you use. There's just a few more hellos. And Bob was saying, GM, I could try using them as lottery numbers. Yeah. So what are you working on, David?
German choo-choo train.
A choo-choo. Doing a choo-choo train.
Yeah, there's the white sidebars there, and the red in the middle. That's what I'm just gradually trying to do. It's getting there. So.
Yeah. I have one of the Revel big boys in my stash. The train.
That's what I got so far. Yeah,
that's cool. Getting there.
Getting the wheels right. So, and don't know if it shows it for the dials as well. I'd like to tap a bit. So, yeah.
Cool. AJ says time to go. Night all. Good night. Sleep well. Darren says night to AJ. And Mr. Altugot is in. He says hello everyone. Hello Jim.
Hello Jim.
And Adam says I use this since you can add your scheme, then add the paints in each specific code or use. It's pretty good for keeping track of what I've used. And he's put a link into it, so I'm going to have a quick peek at that.
Oh, I went old school. I made a spreadsheet.
Yeah, I've got stuff on my PC and I use that app, but
I made up a load of others as well.
I might have a peek at that one after the stream. I followed them on Instagram, so at least I've got it now. Jim is saying real aircraft paints aren't as simple as model paint numbers. Each country fights the excellent federal standards numeracy. Yes. Oh dear me. Just some hellos, and Athol saying hello Jimbo, third time today. And Jim is saying third time's the charm, Athol. And Fenris is saying the big boy is on my bucket list for the layout someday, and also the Flying Scotsman. Yeah, I may make you a little bit jealous right now. I have been on the Flying Scotsman, and I have taken a trip on the Flying Scotsman. It was fun. You had to pay, I think it was £5. One of the train museums near me called Locomotion. The Flying Scotsman was there, and you could take trips. You had to book in advance to be able to go on it. But my other half likes his trains. He's got all of his layout stuff and like his trains and stuff like that. And yeah, I surprised him with that, and he loved it. He absolutely loved it. Fenris is saying there. He says, yeah, now I'm jealous. And Ada says, I'm so sorry for this. I'm just going to skip across to his. My fiance calls me the Flying Scotsman. Oh, Jesus Christ. Do I even want to know why, Adam? Athol says, take care, AJ. And Darren says, I've been on the Scotsman several times. Yeah.
Yeah, she came through here, South Wales, a couple of times. I might get some shots from the bridge and some of the other steam trains. Sometimes it's difficult to get for me to get to anywhere if I'm doing my carrying. So.
Yeah. Right. Let's have a look. Right. Time to get.
Well, I got those done anyway. The top there.
Time to get the first decal on. It's number 1. I don't even have any water for this. Okay. I'm just going to pop and grab some water. I'll be 2 minutes. Keep them entertained, David. Just try not to shut my channel down.
Okay, so I won't sing.
Right.
No rendition of.
I can still hear you.
Oh, it's oh, stuff like this. Knowing what you're supposed to do and what you need to do with these. Right. Right. Okay. World War II. Was it pre-war? I think, and there was just run to hell during the war. I don't think as many trains were actually built because of steel shortage and everything else. Oh, hello, James.
This isn't for you, little.
Um,
Right. Grab the first Tupperware I could find, which is a little bit stained from takeaway. Keep the Tupperware, they come in handy.
and my next song is
I'm not monetized, don't worry. I'll only get a 1. What I'll do is I'll get a 1 and then I'll have to take a course. Because that's what happens. If you have a strike, you get into your channel, you can take your first one.
oh yeah, so,
Alright, let's have a look. Where are we at? Jim is saying, okay, raise the stakes. Been on that train and filmed it across Oz. So beat that one, Tiffany. Yeah. I filmed it. I took a little video whilst I was on there. I only went like a couple of miles down the track and then I came backwards. It was a weird sensation. It's a train like that traveling backwards. If
you want a fun trip on a train, from Cork Castletown to Swanage, it's only so 8-9 miles, but it'll take a good half hour or so because it starts all the way through. So it's a nice little run. Yeah, it's having the afternoon tea and cakes on board. Talk about chimpanzee tea parties. Every time you try to do anything, you dropped it and just, it was a mess. It was nice though, very tasteful and fresh, but we have to make a mess on that thing.
I want to go on the Willow. No. Oh, what's it called? The Caledonian Sleeper.
Oh right, yes.
But it's like £300 per person for like a single carriage, and that's just ridiculous. Adam says, "Bet you have, Darren, like a good Scotsman, do you?" Jesus Christ. Snowy says, "I'm a fan of steam trains and British steam trains too." Cool. Adam says, "David, now's our chance to sing Erica. I'm really bugging the channel." Yep. Carl is saying, "Come on, David, sing us a song." Snowy saying, "Want to get some of the World War II British steam trains." And TBG's in the house. He says, "Hi everyone. Hello TBG." People saying hello. Lots of hellos. Rich says, "I went to a railway museum in York." Yeah, so the one in York is the bigger one, and the locomotion up in Shildon near me is connected to it. It's the same company who own it. More of these. Darren says, "Very funny, Adam." And GM is saying, "Steam trains, they belch smoke, steam, water, and unburnt coal chips. Don't stand on the carriage roofs. You get a very black suntan." We'll all get off that box. I see you.
I went to Kidderminster, the steam fair up there, and they had several trains doing runs as well, and that was quite interesting. Lots of different things going on up there.
More hellos. Adam says, "Darren, you laid it up beautifully." And Darren saying, "Just making sure you're awake." Willow TBJ saying hello. You say hello? No? Are you in a huff because I told you to get off the box? It's got models in that I've built, so it's very fragile stuff in there, which is why you got told off. Look at me like that. More hellos. Yep, and we're at the end. Okay. Lots of hellos. Okay, so I need cotton bud. I just so happen to have a box handy. Always handy things. And then,
I'm supposed to be dog sitting tomorrow, but that's been changed. So I have another free day tomorrow.
awesome.
It's like I'm lying then. Must stay in then until 6:30.
Let's have a lie-in until Terry's stream.
That's it. Gotcha.
Just bear with me, guys. I just want to get this deckled out.
I went a bit mad and bought. I've bought a laser cutter scanner. So wait for that to come. And what I'll do is I'll scan some of the other things I got of wood, and I can then print out something myself. Then
That'd be cool.
I'll make my own perhaps paint shelves and that thing. If I can download some designs, perhaps certain buildings ready for a small diorama.
Yeah. You can do anything.
I got a few ideas what I want to do with it.
Ooh. So
just hope it works.
Yeah. I'm sure it will. It'll take some trying, but if you don't try, you never know. So Adam is saying here are some British World War II steam trains. And he says, however, do not look if you are scared of anything over £100. And we have some more. And Ian Chambers is in. He says, greetings, troops. Hello, Ian. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. More hellos. Oh, shoot. Hellos. TBG says, being of the
Fastidio.
Yeah, that one. Railway and on the footplate of King Arthur class. Cool. And Jim is saying, Tiff, Willow wants to join in. A long, skinny piece of sprue will amuse till she eats it. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, the sprues for this are currently covered in spray paint, so that's a no. And Alex Smith Models is in. He says, hi, Tiff, and hi, all. That's it, the new name.
Hello, Alex.
But hello, welcome in. No. Willow. Okay. There we go. There is that decal on. And what I'm going to do, just pop a little bit more gloss black in here.
All right.
Just a little drop. Clean up this bit of silver that I've got on the outside here. There we go. Right. So, yeah, we just have people saying hello to each other. And Doug is saying Alex is my homie. Okay. Right, Willow's saying hi, and now she's going to say goodbye. She's being a pain in the backside.
Oh, it's Doug.
Huh? Sorry, my chair is very squeaky. Snowy saying, Adam, I am a fan of that website and I am planning on buying some of their trains. Oh, cool. GM says, I see Ian has joined in. Alex says, Doug is my goat. And Ian says, yes, I was watching the F1. No worries. Oh, my word. We are only like 25 minutes until the end. Holy crap.
Time flies, we're having fun.
I'm going to try and get at least the rest of the axles and stuff in. I'm going to pop that aside. Oh, dear me. And see what I can get finished on this bit. Yeah, let's just keep saying hi to Ian. Okay. So now that those bits are on, and they are quite sturdy enough. There we go. Right, let's have a look. I can get these bits in now. Tweezers, glue. So we have number 38, which is on this side.
That one.
I'm sure it's on that side. Yes, because I'm holding it the wrong way. Okay.
And G was G white. See?
And that's shifted. Okay. That's fine. Sort it in a minute. My word. Okay. I think before I do that, I'm going to have to get this in here. Just put that aside. Put that aside. Okay. So, I'm going to have to put some glue on that. And also on here. I do apologise. I do talk to myself whilst I'm doing this.
Trouble is, I don't. I concentrate so much I forget to speak.
See, normally when it comes to joining other people's streams, I'm the quiet one. Well, mostly quiet one. I've been coming out of my shell a lot more recently, though, which is good.
These sweet tins come in very handy for transporting pots of paints.
Okay, put that in there. Oh no, they do actually thingy. Right, okay, hang on. Okay, put them there.
And I kind
Put them in there. Right, so those are in there. That one's not. Okay. And then just slot them in there. And that hasn't lined up with that. There we go. Okay, they're all lined up now. That was a bit of a pain. That's fine. Okay, then I'll do. I've already put glue on those bits. Put a little bit there. A little bit there. Okay, there are still holes in this. Probably something else to go in that after. Okay, so number 38, which goes onto this side.
I always fancy having a railway track, but never had the space for it.
Yeah, to be fair, my other half doesn't really have space for his. It's all sort of boxed up. But when he moves down, like once his kids and that are of age and so they can travel on their own, I've kind of promised him he can have the attic. It's all got flooring in it. So it's all floored out and stuff. So he'll be happy with that. He better be happy with that. It's either that or he can have sort of the outhouse shed kind of thing. And see if we can do like a little layout in the garden. Just put a little bit around the edge of the garden once that's sorted, because that is a mess right now.
How big's the garden?
It's a decent size. It's just because the fence is old and because no one's been living in the house for a little while, it's all sort of overgrown and wild and the fence is falling down. So it needs redoing. Okay, so that is the rear axle on and the leaf springs.
Oh, nice.
And the drive shaft. So yeah, that's all that sort of sorted. I'm just waiting for the decal and that to dry on that. Is there anything I can do? I'm just going to close that glue properly. I'll go through chat as well. Alex is saying that's some library you have there, David.
Yeah.
You're just a bit.
Just one or two.
Just a few.
And these are just Lloyd's Register.
Jeez. TBG says, I've built and weathered over 1,000 pieces of rolling stock myself. Rails is one of my mistresses. Would you? Doug is saying he's got a couple of old Lionel trains. TBG saying, gone are the days when you could pick up a loco for 40 quid. And Darren is saying, you can still sometimes, James. I think it just depends on where you go. Or if you can get them secondhand. Say if you get sort of rolling stock that's broken, that doesn't work anymore, you can get it for pretty cheap and then see if you can try and find some way of getting it fixed, which might cost you less than a brand new train. Because I know some of the ones you can buy brand new for like 400-500 quid. Because the train museums, like the York one and Locomotion, they sell rolling stock, like working trains, and they are very expensive. Gemma saying quality street paint's yummy. So I have a big...
Other makes are available.
Yeah, I have a big silver tub, like a carry case with all my paints in. Not all of them. I have another one that has my Tamiya paints in. The silver crate has all of my Vallejo paints in, as well as some of the Vallejo sort of panel liners and stuff like that.
Downstairs where I used to do a spraying, I got was it a four-door plastic four-door kit a small one, another 3-drawer small one on top of that, and there's a very tiny one for got lots of bits and pieces. Those 2 main ones, one's on wheels, and they're right next to my desk, so I can just pull them out and get whatever I want. And down, I can do spraying downstairs.
Jim is saying, anyone that wants to see a great Lionel train layout, YouTube search Eric's Trains. Snowy is saying, Doug, I was gifted a 1956 Lionel steam locomotive from my late father-in-law and can't wait to set it back up and run it. Darren is saying, always a bargain bin at the railway exhibitions. Aye. Ian is saying, the old Dapol kits are what I usually build once I get through all the flash. I have 2 Dapol kits, and if you can get the stuff to do the innards, you can actually get them to run. Plastic kits on the sort of like the, well, not engine, but like the stuff that you use to run them, like normal rolling stock. Doug is saying that's cool. Jim is saying, a friend of mine had a Marklin train layout way back when. Snowy is saying, TBG, I've gone DCC, so it's hard to get any train for $200 or so. I have no idea what that means. TBG is saying, got a 27-foot by 10-foot layout in the loft gathering dust. Wow. GM is saying, Dad belonged to the train club. Things would take hours to get steam up. I hated shoveling coal into the firebox. I'll stick to HO scale diesel Deltics. Yeah, I have was it the Mallard that was like a prototype of the Deltic?
Yeah,
The blue one.
Yeah, there's several of them in there.
Yeah, I have been on board of one of them in the train museum before they stopped people going inside. And the locomotion in Shildon near me, they have, I think it's Queen Victoria's train carriage. They have someone's train carriage. You can't go into it, but you can see inside, and it's literally like perfectly preserved. Other than the sort of netting, which is starting to sort of rot away, it inside is perfectly preserved. Right, I'll go through this chat because there's not much more of it. Okay. Doug is saying we own 15 acres of natural forest. The best kind of garden. The cacti are blooming all over the mountains. Cool. Ian is saying my layout is only about 18 feet long, just back and forth. Yeah, my other half wants it going around the sort of layout of the loft or going around the garden. If he wants it in the garden, he's going to have a specific side of it. So there's like, the garden's got two layers to it. So you come out of the sort of outhouse shed bit, and you've got like a patio, and then down the side of the patio between the outhouse, it's one of those old sort of coal shed ones where it had the coal on one side and the toilet on the other.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what's attached to the house still. It hasn't got the toilet in there anymore, but yeah. So between that and the patio is like a little path down with a couple of steps, and it's like a grassy area. And because of like it not being cut for a very long time, with my nana not being well, it's all overgrown. It's crazy. So he can have that sort of like chopped in two because the path goes all the way down to the bottom fence. So if he wants it, he can have the smaller side of it. The bigger side is mine. I want to put some benches and sort of stuff in that bit once it's all sorted.
So do a veg patch.
No. I want to do like a little memorial garden for like my dad, like my granddad, my partner's dad.
Nice.
I'll get to that in a second. Where am I? Somebody saying, TBG, you should check out the new layout in my shed. Spent most of yesterday doing sculptor mold on it. I don't know whether you have it Snowy, but I will pop my Discord into chat, and then there's an area in there you can add some pictures to of your stuff that you've been building. Joe said my sister called me 2 months ago. She lives in our old parents' house, childhood home, and she found a box with 2 old Lionel train sets. When I go down to visit, I will pick them up. Late 60s trains. Wow. TVG saying, playing with the white sticky stuff again, Snowy. Snowy saying, sounds cool, Joe. Darren says, most of the older Dapple kits are the original FX. And he says, yeah, it's Queen Victoria's train carriages. So you've actually got the sleeping, the toilet, like the toilet bathroom kind of one. You've got the bedroom area and the dining area and seating area. All 3 carriages are there. TBG says, no, Mallard is the fastest steam loco. They have the Delta prototype. Okay. Yeah, Mods and says, good evening all. Good evening, Moz. Just people saying hello. He says hi all again. He says just popping on to leave a like. No worries. And so he says, cool, thanks. I believe. Sirius is in. I'm guessing that's Snowy. Yeah, so if you go into Workbench of Shadows, that is where everyone pops what they're working on in there. The Gathering Circle's just general chat. Phantom screeners for links to YouTube videos or live streams or whatever. You've got Cursed Halls where we're popping in things that we've bought to add to our stash, or just cool little things that we bought. And then Familiars is for pets. And we have the seance. Oh, shoot, I did not want to enter that. And then we've got the seance room, which is like a voice chat. Yeah. Cool. Great. So there's about 7 minutes left. So let's see. Oh, dear me. Now, this booklet has an error in it. This bit here, it's shown as orange, that's actually supposed to be red. The red of the car, which is going to be this red, which is... Oh my, did I put it away? Ooh. Where did you go? It's the True Metallic Metals Ruby Red. I think I may have put it in the box, in my tub. Or is it behind my cup? It's not behind my cup. Willow, what have you done with my pen? She's probably not, she hasn't done anything with it, but still, it is a mistake.
Don't blame somebody.
You've got to blame somebody, yeah. Oh, shoot. Where's it gone? That's actually going to bug me if I don't find it.
It's like me, it'd be right in front of you, you can't see it.
It doesn't help that I've literally just like been tidied up my desk and stuff earlier on. Oh my word. No, it's not in my thing. Not in that. I'll find it. Yeah, it's a True Metallic Metals Ruby Red. Yeah, I'll find it. But it looks like that. So that's what colour the car's going to be. So that's what colour that bit, that orange bit there, is supposed to be.
Nice
That
colour.
is going to bug me that has disappeared. It was on this side of the bench, so I knew where it was.
Exactly. Do you buy stuff off Temu?
I do, yes.
I bought a set of these little plates. They're metallic paints.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't think I paid very much for them. I got 6 in the box.
Found it. I found it.
Yeah, it comes with good.
Cool.
A couple of little brushes as well, but I won't be using those for this.
I found the paint. It was I've got a stand for my keyboard that angles it, so there's a gap underneath it, and it's rolled underneath the keyboard stand. So yeah, that is the True Metallic Metals Ruby Red, which is what the car is getting painted in. It's
very
like
nice.
a pinky red, so it turns out like that when you paint it on. So yeah, I will put that away into the box that has the rest of the paints in.
I'll have to look out for that set.
So
Was it part of a box set?
You can buy them individually, or you can buy them as a set. So if you buy them as a set, you get 4. You get the base, which is that one that I've just shown you. Then you also get an airbrush version of it. You get a shade and a highlight in them.
Right.
So you get 4 paints in the set.
Right. Oh, no.
But there's a forged red, which is like an orangey red, and I quite like this sort of pinky red. Let's have a look. GM is saying, where did all these closet train drivers suddenly come from? You're all on the wrong channel. No, we talk about all sorts of sides of the hobby here. Like I say, I've got a big boy locomotive in my stash. I believe it's actually still here in my cupboard. Darren's laughing. Bob is saying, have you dropped it in with the ones I sent? No, I found it. It wasn't, like I say, it was underneath my keyboard. Ian is laughing at GM. Doug is saying, many here build the trains. It's an appropriate crossload. Yep. And Ian is saying, might be easier to ask who hasn't got trains. And Darren's blaming you, David, saying it's your fault because you're building a loco on stream. And GM is saying, Doug, cross-dressing train drivers. Ooh, oh dear. And Joe is saying, David, how long did it take for the Temu items to get delivered? Now, it normally depends on if it's a local warehouse or it comes from China. So if it's a local warehouse, it can take anywhere up to about, it's like 3 to 5 days, isn't it?
Yes. Sometimes it can be quicker. I've had ordered stuff one day and it arrived the next day. But I think
it just depends on the seller.
It depends how close you are to their warehouses.
Yeah, and then if you're getting stuff from like sort of the China warehouses, it depends. Then it depends on if it's coming by air or by land. If it's coming by air, it tends to be about 1.5 to 2 weeks, 8 working days. If it's by land, it takes a month.
So
roughly, because I've bought couch covers for the couches in the new house because they're leather. And Willow has a habit of clicking leather but not fabric. So if I cover them with fabric, she won't click them. And the one for the armchair came by air, but the one for the 3-seater sofa came by land, and it took a month.
Because it's
it
more
comes by
bulky and
train.
heavier. Yeah.
Yeah, it comes by train, which is daft.
Yeah, you can track it. They asked you if you want to track everything as well, so you can see. It tells you if
Yeah.
it's packed up the warehouse and got to the airport and gone through customs and on the
Yeah,
flight.
you can get an email for every step, like every stage of bloody delivery it goes through. I don't do that. I do not subscribe to the emails because you just get inundated with them. So I just sort of like, I'll go on every couple of days and it'll be like, okay, your item's been dispatched. It's now at the airport. Your flight is due to leave on this date and arrive in the UK on this date. And then on the date it's to arrive in the UK, I'll have another look on. And it'll be okay. Your package is going through customs. Your package is cleared customs. Your package is awaiting pickup from your delivery company. And then from there, it's the delivery company's sort of website you've got to go on. So yeah, it just depends, I think. But most of the time, it's around about a week and a half.
Yeah, they're pretty good. So they don't have to pay you if they're delayed.
Yeah, if it's delayed, Temu will give you £4 credit, which I have had a few times.
When you get around it, it's if they're delivering parts of it already. They're placed as already delivered, so you lose out on the extra.
Yeah,
So yeah,
but
it's been
I think that the times that I've had parcels being delayed and stuff is when we've had sort of like the postal strikes and stuff. Or we have an issue around here right now where nobody is delivering letters or anything to my village. Ooh, we're over the 2-hour mark, would you? Okay, I'll finish these comments and then we'll head off.
yeah.
So Bob was saying I got about 4 inches into cutting frames for a loco. Hard work, gave up. About 18 inches long, 5-inch gauge. Ooh, good. Joe is saying, GM, I thought this was a fixing your golf swing channel with Golf Pro Tiffany. I haven't even, never, ever, okay, I've played crazy golf or mini golf, but never actually played proper golf, and I don't think I ever will. Jim is saying, Joe, looks like everyone is swinging something here. And he says, so it's David's fault then.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Joe is saying, not in the States, but I think they like you all more than us knuckleheads in the US. Yeah. Okay, so that has hit 2 hours 4. I'd say not much done today, but I've managed to get the exhaust in, the rear axle, new springs, and the drive shaft. And get the dashboard done, ready to be popped in once I've got the rest of the bit painted. So yeah, so what I might do is on this bit here, I've got sort of like the front bit to do, and then the sort of the grill at the front. So I might just sort of prep those bits ready for next week. Not paint them as such, but just prep them. Get it sorted. But yeah.
That looks nice, right then.
It's going slow. I mean, we're on episode 6. I thought I'd be further than this by now, but no. But I'm not bothered. I'm really, really enjoying it. It's a really, really nice kit. I have not had any issues with it at all. I know I need to touch up some bits of paint where I've sort of cut it off sprues and that. But I can do that off screen because it's literally just a couple of bits on the drive shaft. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for joining me, David.
Oh, pleasure. Thank you for letting me on.
Yeah. Oh, Snowy saying good night all. Carl saying thanks, Tiff and everyone in chat for the company for half an hour. Ian is saying thanks, Tiff. Bye for now. And Darren is saying great stream as always. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, so I will be back on Friday afternoon, where I am actually going to be starting a sort of mini bricks kit, like what Connie's built before.
Right.
So I have already gone through the process of dividing them all up into the amount of bricks that I need for each step. It took me a couple of days because it's like 4,500 bricks altogether. And it builds a nine-tailed fox, Japanese fox, sort of, to go with my tattoo.
Right.
Bob's saying he's catching me up. Doug is saying, have a good day, everyone. Thanks, Tiffany and David. Rich is saying night all, and Alex is saying night. Yeah, so, yeah, I'll be live Friday, 2:30. I'm not expecting any issues or anything to stop that. But until then, it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from David. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. Goodbye and stay spooky, guys.
Bye.
Bye.